Hey everybody, this is Evangelist C.T. Townsend. Really quick, just wanted to tell you how excited Becky and I are to be coming to Clear Springs Baptist Church in the Knoxville area. Brother Justin Pratt's a dear friend of mine, and he is doing a tremendous job there, and we are looking forward to and praying for God to do wonderful, amazing things while we're in that special days of meetings this week. And we're praying that God would send revival, that God would meet with us, invite your friends, invite your family, and come be with us for the revival starting this Sunday morning through Wednesday night. God bless you. We'll see you there.
Revival begins this Sunday, October 14th at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We are excited to welcome CT and Becky Townsend during these exciting services. Sunday services will be at 10:15 a.m. and 6 p.m., and services Monday through Wednesday will begin at 7 p.m. each night. We would be honored to have you and your family join us. Visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net for more information.
Welcome back to Halls High School, everyone, where the teams have taken the field to get warmed up for this second half. If you're just joining us, you missed a great first half. Teams have played well, and obviously it's been a big rivalry game for both of these teams. You can tell that both teams realize what's on the line tonight, playoff implications, those sort of things, and so they're leaving it all out here. And Blake, said it's what we expected.
Yeah, it's been a dogfight so far. In order to really make a difference in this second half for either team, you're going to cut down on mistakes, penalties, that thing's the obvious. Another key for Halls right here is the time of possession of the first half. Gibbs had the ball almost 18 minutes, and Halls barely had it over 6 minutes. That is going to play big at the end of this game with these players that go Ironman to play both ways. So if Gibbs can come out and get a stomp right here and continue to do what they do, and that's eat clock and run the ball down your throat, they're going to be sitting pretty. It's important that Halls is able to move the chains right here and get points out of this drive.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great game. If you haven't had a chance, folks, please share this broadcast. Obviously, we've got a tight ball game here. It's going to come down to the final buzzer, and so make sure to share it. We'd love to see as many people as we can get on here. And certainly want to ask that you reach out to all your friends. So, Blake, what do you think needs to happen in this second half? Or take your Halls hat off for just a second. What do you think Gibbs needs to do in this second half?
Do what they did in the first half. Keep the ball. Don't let Halls have the ball. I think if Gibbs has another half where they have the ball, another 18 minutes, I think Gibbs wins this football game because Halls they can limit how many touches Halls have. They keep wearing that defense. It's going to be easier for them to move the chains themselves. So just do what they did in the first half. There's no need to change anything offensively. That is, other than cut out mistakes, your holdings, your offside stuff like that.
Well, I was going to say, I think it's important for both teams to cut out the penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hurting both teams. They'll get something going, or they'll get a team and make a stop, but then they'll give up a free 10 yards or 5 yards or 15 yards or whatever it may be. So I think it's going to be real important for both teams to make sure they keep their head in the game, not do anything stupid.
Yeah, I think if you're Gibbs, you played the first half about as perfect as you could have. Gibbs has started the last couple games extremely slow. They come out, look what they're setting. They're at 10-10. They've pretty much dominated the first half. I know the score is tied, but the time of possession, all that is all in Gibbs' favor. So I think Gibbs done a real good job handling an on-the-road rivalry game with such big implications here on the season.
Well, while we got time for the teams to take the field here and to get this third quarter underway, we want to take a minute to just remember our sponsors. This may or may not be our last broadcast. We may be able to get into Carter, but if not, we certainly want to thank these folks that make this happen. So we ask that you do business with them if you can, or just get by there and thank them for what they do. Miller Brothers, Avalon, Godfrey Glass, W's, You're Kidding Me, Midway IGA, Gibbs Family Practice, and Rambling Gal Boutique. These folks are what brings this broadcast to you guys. So just support these folks if you can. So Halls is back to receive the kickoff as we get this third quarter underway. Just waiting for the the halftime to officially end. Officials step out of the way and get this third quarter underway. So the third quarter is underway. Angling, Halls takes it. He's got a little bit of room, but Gibbs wrapped him up. Pretty good coverage on that. I'm a little surprised he didn't let that ball go out of bounds and see if they could get some yardage out of that. But
yeah, you would imagine he would have done that, but here we are at the 20-yard line.
So Halls will take over at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. If you're joining us just now, it's been a slobber knocker. Both teams knotted up at 10. Great game. A lot of riding on this game, and you can tell both teams won it. So handoff goes to Halls. He's got some running room. Yeah, that is a good run by Halls. That's a good run by Halls. Good pickup of about 5-6 yards on that play. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and short, 2nd and 3. Halls back to pass. Got a man open, and he drops it.
Sweet goodness.
That's probably not too often that happens.
There's two big drops right there in the game. You can't let that happen as a receiver. You have one job. That's to run around and catch a football.
Yep. He's surprising that he's pretty sure-handed, I think, for most of the time, right?
Yeah, especially him being a big impact player like he is. You got to make that catch. You got to keep the chains moving here.
All right, so 3rd and 3, big stop here needed by Gibbs to shut this drive down. Back to pass. He's got a man open. Gibbs had it defended, but gets away, and he's going to be down about the 45-yard line. That is going to be a 1st down for Halls.
That was a big 3rd down conversion for Halls right there.
It was. Gibbs, initially had that defended pretty well, but made a good move, slipped the tackle, and picked up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff goes to Halls.
Notice how far Gibbs has their cornerbacks playing off the ball right here. They're anticipating deep balls right here, so I kind of look for Halls to do this a little bit more here in the second half, is running up the middle, because it looks like they're playing a little bit softer on the back end.
Yeah, Holmes on that carry. He does come out of the game. So it will be 2nd and 8 for Halls at the 47-yard line. Back to pass again, a little short pass, and they're going to throw him for a loss.
Good grief.
And so that was well defended by Gibbs. He's probably going to lose 3. Be interesting to see where they give him 4 progress here, but I'd say he's going to lose about 4 or 5 yards.
Hey, you're looking at 3rd and Gibbs right here now.
So it's going to be 3rd and 15 at the 40-yard line for Halls. Teams tied 10-10. It's be interested to see if Gibbs comes with a little pressure here.
Oh, you'd imagine they're going to pin their ears back here.
They don't, though. They only rush 3. It gives him a chance to sit back. He's got a fumble. Ball's on the ground. He covers it up.
Sweet goodness. See, right there, your offensive line can give you time. Sheldon James was open on a post route down the field there. He's open about 20 yards down the field, and the line couldn't give Ty Humphrey time.
Yeah, good job by Humphrey, though, to fall on that ball and not turn it over deep in your own territory there. So
that's a big stop for Gibbs right there.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th down, so Halls will punt it. Got Barnes in deep for the reception. So he takes it. He's got some room on the right side. He's fast. And he is going to take it down to about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. So it's going to be good field position for the Eagles.
Halls might as well win for that, and then return it all the way back to line of scrimmage.
So it will be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. And that is a W's big play. And the good news is, folks, for this second half, we do have instant replay back. So if we have something here that we need to take a look at again, we will be able to pull that up. So so it's 1st and 10 from the 36 with 9:14 left to go in this third quarter. Humphreys has it up the middle. He's gonna have it. He's still dragging folks.
He's running backwards.
He picked up about 20 forward on that and about 10 backwards, I think.
Yeah, good grief.
Yeah, so that is a W's big play. We look at it again. Looking just carrying defenders down the field.
That's a hole big enough Rosie O'Donnell could have run through right there.
So Gibbs is going to have it 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Humphreys still in the backfield. Barnes in motion. So it's going to be a keeper by. Going to be dragging it. Touchdown, Dalton Wright.
Sweet goodness.
I believe that's his second touchdown tonight. That's a W's big play. So Gibbs strikes first in this second half.
Look at that. He drugged 27 people into the end zone with him.
So an awesome run by Dalton Wright and this Gibbs offense. They're the first to strike in this third quarter. So we're going to try to tack on the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick looks to be good. So 8:36 in this third quarter. Gibbs has taken the lead 17-10. Be sure to share. We'll be right back.
On Saturday, October 27th, Clear Springs will be hosting our annual Trunk or Treat on our campus located in the Gibbs community. The event will be from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. Cars will line the parking lot and folks will be giving out candy, and lots of candy during that 2 hours. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
We are back, and just like that, Gibbs has taken the lead in this game.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And
What are you doing?
So I think Halls is a little bit rattled here.
I'm a little rattled, Tim.
As you can see, and we might be able to take a look at that again, he took the kickoff, but ran it back a few yards there and ran out of bounds. So the Halls is going to have
Not only can Humphreys run backwards, we can too. Straight to our own end zone.
So Halls is going to have to take over about the 4-yard line on a mental mistake there by the return man. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Halls at the 4. Drop back to pass. He's got a man open.
Holy Lord.
And good defense by Gibbs. I wouldn't think that there's any kind of penalty on that because he was turned around for the football. Both of them were going up for it. The Halls player wants a penalty on that, but I don't think he's going to get it for that one. So Halls will have it 2nd and 10 at the 4. Trailing in this game 10-17. So handoff, he's got some room up the middle.
Looky there.
And so it's going to be, he is going to have the first down, and there's a flag comes in late.
And it's coming back.
Halls is clapping like it's against Gibbs, but we'll see here what the call is. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike against the Eagles. So I'm not sure what he did on that.
That must have been somebody running off at the mouth because I didn't see anything physical that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't roughing the passer or anything like that because it was a dead ball foul. So, so that's going to give him great field position. That's going to dig him out of this hole. not only from the run, but with the penalty, it's going to put it out to about the 31-yard line for Halls. So if you're Gibbs, you don't want to lose your momentum here. You want to try to keep that up. It looks like Halls does have a guy that's not covered down here on this side. I'm not sure why they would have someone uncovered here unless he's going to come up. Safety's going to come up and cover him. But they are.
Well, it worked for them.
It did. So Halls tried to go the opposite field from that and didn't. They actually lost maybe 1 or 2 yards on that. So it is going to be 2nd and 11.
Looks like Gibbs is doing a good job of making Halls one-dimensional, taking the run game away from them. They've not, other than a couple of runs, Halls really haven't done much on the ground. It's all been through the air.
Yeah.
And then Halls can't catch a ball right now to save their life. So it's working out for Gibbs pretty good right now.
He's looking back. Another good defensive play by the Eagles. Maybe only got back to the line of scrimmage, if that. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. You know, Blake, I think that, obviously the passing game has been very successful for Halls, but there's a point where if you keep going to that well too much, it loses its effectiveness. You've got to be able to run the ball or throw something in there that's going to get them off their back feet a little bit.
Right, when you too far on him there, when you're able to shut a run game down like that, it gives your secondary the option of switching up coverages. You can start rolling coverages because you're not so concerned about what's happening up front. So that's going to play into Gibbs' hands. And here Gibbs is up a touchdown. They're running the ball well. They're eating clock. They're wearing down that Halls defense. Halls is going to have to get a stop right there, and they're going to have to get a stop quick.
Yeah, so it brings up 4th down. So obviously Halls is going to punt. And we have Barnes deep to receive the kick. Short kick. He is going to let it bounce, and it does take a Halls bounce. So it is going to come up about the 35-yard line or so. So Gibbs will take over 1st and 10 from the 35. We're going to take a quick break, folks. Don't go anywhere.
I know this. I wouldn't just trust anybody when working on my Jeep, but I would trust Miller Brothers Auto Repair. They're one of our main sponsors, and they love the Gibbs community. They offer general maintenance, auto body, mechanical tire, and detailing services. Miller Brothers prides themselves in knowing that each and every vehicle that is brought into their shop is properly and professionally.
Welcome back. You're coming back with just Gibbs having it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line with a 8-yard scamper by Ethan Humphreys. I think you're probably going to see Gibbs try to shorten this game up as much as they can at this point.
You're going to see a big dose of Brooks and Humphreys right here the whole second half.
Yep, so it's 2nd and 2. Not a whole lot there. Got to watch that. Watch some of that extracurricular. You don't want to get, if you're Halls, you don't want to get frustrated here.
No, you can't lose your head and give 3 yards away, especially with the spot you're in right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Eagles. Big play here, obviously. You want to maintain this drive. You don't want to give it right back to Halls. So it looks like Brooks is.
He got it.
Looks like forward progress is probably going to give him the 1st down. We got one official that he keeps creeping up. Looks like he is going to give him the forward progress. It's going to take it out to almost the 51 here, so that is going to move the chains. It will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 45-yard line.
I like how they switched the referee crews up. A couple weeks ago we had an ACC crew, and they just couldn't see nothing. This week we got a Big Ten crew that can't make their mind up on anything. It's like Brett Favre trying to retire or something.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A late pitch there, but a good play that picked up about 6 yards by Humphreys on that carry. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and short situation, or 2nd and short situation here. But they are in Hall's territory. So Gibbs is moving the ball here, moving the chains. I know there's a little frustration here in the booth from my announcement partner, but we are going to have a stoppage of play here.
Looks like we'll get a false start.
And it is going to be a false start against Gibbs, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. So they go from 2nd and 3 now back to 2nd and 8. So, you know, what they were able to get on that first down, they're going to have to give some of that back up. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line. Gibbs is back in their own territory again. 4:20 left to go in this third quarter, leading 17-10. So handoff goes to Ethan Humphreys, and we got a flag down, but he is still churning downfield. I'm wondering if this one's probably going to come back.
This is probably going to come back. I think they're going to block in the back. But if you notice right at the end of this run, look at Humphreys. Look how he's running forward downhill. Look at these Hawks players catching him. You can't play football like that. You can't play scared.
Yeah. So it is going to be they will get the yardage. It's a hold from the spot of the foul. So I think that's going to bring up about a 2nd and 12 or so probably. Let's see here once they step off all the yardage. So it is going to bring up 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. They're at the 43-yard line. So they had a pretty good gain out of that, but with the foul, it backs them back up. And so they'll have it 2nd and 13 here. Barnes in motion. Dalton Wright's going to keep it. He late pitch to Barnes. We've got another flag. So I'm not sure what this one's going to be. So we'll see what the foul is. Here we got a hold against the Eagles. I'm not sure who that was on. The only person I saw down on this side was Percival, and it didn't look like that he was holding on that play, but I didn't see anywhere else.
This is like an early Christmas for Halls here. Gibbs is just giving gift after gift after gift. The Halls is going to have to capitalize if they expect to stay in this game.
Well, the good positive thing for Gibbs anyway is, you know, they're gaining, backing up, and all this time the clock is starting to chew away.
Oh, they're milking the clock good.
So pitched wide to Barnes. Ooh,
sweet Lord.
Takes a big hit by the defense. I'm not sure who that was on the hit, but good defensive play by Halls. Tried to spin back to the inside, and
that's Brian Rockwell with the hit right there.
He was waiting on him.
He cleaned up boy's clock.
So it's 3rd and 16. If you're Halls here, you just, you know, obviously don't want to give up the big play. If you're Gibbs, I think you have to throw it. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw it long here. If they get it intercepted, it'd be nothing more than a punt. So, or be much like a punt.
One thing I have noticed with Halls tonight on defense, they've lined up in the same set every single time. They've lined up with 7 in the box, and they've got 4. They've got 2 safeties in their corners, almost in a line back here. I don't understand what they're doing there defensively. You got to understand Gibbs runs kind of like a one-dimensional offense, but you can't give them the same look every single time because they will switch it up how they run the reverses and traps. That's not good schematics there on Hall's
So
part.
it's a 10-yard gain. Gibbs is lining up like they're going to go for it here at 4th and 7. Wondering if they're going to try to draw them off sides here. Try to maybe get 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, Humphreys can run backwards for 20 yards carrying 9 people. I don't blame him.
So down to 10 seconds on the play clock. I would be surprised here if Gibbs actually does run a play here. I think they're going to take the 5 yards. And just wanted to try to Gibbs is going to take a timeout here.
Burned a timeout on that one.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll take one with them. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Clear Springs will be hosting a revival with evangelist C.T. and Becky Townsend on October 14th through the 17th. During the revival, the Clear Springs Baptist Church Choir and Orchestra will provide the special music during each service. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net. We hope to see you there.
And all of his love.
Welcome back to Halls High School, where Gibbs is leading the Red Devils 17-10. Thanks to everybody for joining us. I've looked on some of the folks that are online right now. We got a lot of Gibbs alum. We've got some Halls alum, and certainly want to appreciate everybody that's tuning in. So Gibbs is going to punt it here. They burned the timeout to get the punt team out on the field, and he does get it away high. He's going to signal fair catch and then lets it go. Looks like it's going to bounce out about the 20-yard line. So Halls is going to take over on the 20-yard line, trailing this in this game 10-17 with 1:40 left to go in the third quarter. So what do you have to do here, Blake?
Score.
Pretty simple, right?
At the end of the game, the scoreboard has to have more points under your name than the other team, so they're going to have to do something here. Your Gibbs gave you the last drive right there with so many penalties. They've given you an opportunity to stay in it right here. You're going to have to capitalize. If you're Gibbs, just do what you did the last drive.
I think if you're Halls, you've got to do what they're doing here, trying to establish a run game, because you've got to establish that run game to open that pass game back up.
Right. Like I mentioned earlier, Gibbs, they're just sitting back in there, and they're going to toy with you. They're going to run different sets, different coverages, and it's going to keep mixing up on you. They can do that all day long. It's not a big deal. So you're going to have to start being able to at least pick up 3-4 yards when you run the ball here.
Yeah. So Halls is back to pass. He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field, and that is going to be caught by number 13, Sheldon James. So he didn't miss that one. That was that same play that he dropped a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But he was able to connect on that one, pick up a first down, and so it will be 1st and 10 for Halls from about the 37-yard line.
Every time Halls has run that deep dig route across the middle, it seems to be there. There's a face mask, big face mask.
Yeah, so there is a penalty on the play. It's probably going to be a face mask. While we have a stoppage in play here for the penalty, we want to mention our revival that's coming up at Clear Springs starting this weekend, October 14th. At 10:15 will be the morning service, 6 p.m. will be the evening service, and then we'll have it from the 15th through the 17th starting at 7 p.m. So we'd love to have you guys come out and join us for that. It's going to be an awesome revival. So it is going to be a penalty against Gibbs, so they are going to step off 15. It's going to take it out to about the 48-yard line of Gibbs. So Halls is in Gibbs territory now. They are across midfield with less than a minute left to go in this third quarter, trailing 10-17. So he is going to pull it down, and good hit by the Eagles there, but he was able to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. He's a scrappy little runner, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. That jelly bean-shaped body there is good against big hits like that. Good. If he was a little bit scrawnier, I'd be worried about hits like that, but they're going to bounce off of that.
So Halls will have it 2nd and 5, 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hand off again. Gibbs defended pretty well there, but he was able to pick up maybe two yards on that play. So it's going to bring up a third down. I think an important third down here if you're Halls.
You're looking at 4 downs right here if you're Halls. If I'm Halls, I'm not running a play right here. I'm going to go to the fourth quarter. I'm going to come over to the sideline. I've already got my team on the sidelines and I've talked to them, and I'm already getting a play. But
they run the play. It's going to be a kind of a lob pass to the outside. It's going to come up short. Looks like, I mean, not by much, maybe a half a yard. So Halls will have a few minutes here to think about it because we have ended the third quarter. So the end of the third quarter, Gibbs is leading the Red Devils 17-10. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey everybody, this is Evangelist C.T. Townsend. Really quick, just wanted to tell you how excited Becky and I are to be coming to Clear Springs Baptist Church in the Knoxville area. Brother Justin Pratt's a dear friend of mine, and he is doing a tremendous job there, and we are looking forward to and praying for God to do wonderful, amazing things while we're in that special days of meetings this week. And we're praying that God would send revival, that God would meet with us, invite your friends, invite your family, and come be with us for the revival starting this Sunday morning through Wednesday night. God bless you. We'll see you there.
Revival begins this Sunday, October 14th at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We are excited to welcome CT and Becky Townsend during these exciting services. Sunday services will be at 10:15 a.m. and 6 p.m., and services Monday through Wednesday will begin at 7 p.m. each night. We would be honored to have you and your family join us. Visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net for more information.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action
Oh, we
here as
got it.
Halls picks up the first down, and he's got room to run.
Well, hang on to that football, son.
Stayed in bounds and picked up another 3 or 4 on top of that. So a good run as we come back here to start this fourth quarter between Halls and Gibbs, where Gibbs is leading 17-10. If you haven't done it already, you got to share this broadcast, folks, to get folks in here to check this out. This is a huge game for both communities, for both teams, playoff implications, and so Halls takes it again.
Oh, Lord.
Upended a little bit there at the 5-yard line.
I think Halls has figured out that when you put a fullback in there, it gives you an extra blocker.
Yep. So he picked up a couple more yards on that, so it's going to be second and goal from the 4-yard line. Halls is going a little bit of a hurry-up offense here. Quick snap, gives it to the running back, and he is going to be short of the goal line. Maybe a yard or two on that. So what do you do here, Blake, if you don't get in on this play?
Cry.
Do you kick a field goal or do you go for
No,
it?
you go for it. You can't kick a field goal. I wouldn't run the same play again. That'd be the third time in a row. You can only go to the well so many times here. But look what I know. I would reverse.
So we got a reverse. Oh, we got a fumble on the ground.
Lord.
Gibbs picked it up.
No, ball's on the ground. You got to be kidding.
Gibbs, it still has not been recovered. It looks like they're still. Gibbs is thinking that they've got it. Wow. So Halls still takes possession of the ball. Gibbs got to cover that up. I know he was wanting to try to score, but you got to cover that up. I'm not sure how number 3 did not come out of there with that ball.
Gibbs did a good job. Halls tried to get cute right there.
So Halls is going to try to kick a field goal right here. So it's going to be a 45-yarder. Kick is up. It's going to be short and wide, looks like. So it is no good. So Gibbs gets a break there. You had Halls had it on the 2-yard line and fumbled the ball, tried to get a little cute, tried to run a reverse instead of just power football. Even though they recovered, they tried a field goal there, not good. So to me, I think if you're Gibbs here, that's almost like recovering that ball right there.
Yeah, you have to give Gibbs credit there. They played the reverse well. I don't understand what goes through your mind to run a reverse right there, but whatever, I guess. Apparently, he must have Butch Jones's chart down there on that sidelines. But anyhow.
So Gibbs is going to take over here at 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If you're Gibbs, you're grinning like a possum eating sweet potatoes right now because you've got the game in your hands.
So we were informed that Humphreys is now over 100 yards. So congratulations to that young man. He was got hurt last week in last week's game, and he's fighting through it this week, and he's just putting up good numbers. Him and Brooks both have been running the ball pretty well tonight. So
like Cobb and Webb out here. This is ridiculous.
So 2nd 8 for the Eagles. 9:33 left to go in this game. Pitch back to Barnes. He's got some room. He tried to. He's still on his. If he can get free in that elephant, he's going to be. He's open field. He is down at the 32-yard line. We have a flag.
Face mask.
Might be a face mask against Halls.
That boy is shifty.
So it's hard to keep up with him whenever you're trying to describe what's happening and watch him play. So it's going to be down at the 33-yard line. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be a personal foul against Halls, so it's going to give him another 15 yards on top of that.
They're going to get about the 18, I would imagine.
Yeah, so it is going to be, it must be an incidental 5-yard face mask.
They got lucky on that one.
Yeah, so an incidental face mask, 5-yard penalty, but it's still going to give the Eagles the ball at the 28-yard line. 9:15 left to go in this game, leading Hall 17-10.
If I'm Gibbs, I'm not snapping that ball until that play clock's at 1 second.
Yep.
I would milk this clock for everything it's worth.
So just a straight dive play up the middle. That was Brooks, so he picked up about 8 yards on that play. Actually, about gain of 8 on that play. So he is going to be. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for Gibbs at the 20-yard line.
Defended pretty well.
Yeah, defended pretty well. I'm like you, Blake. I'm not sure why they're snapping the ball with 20 seconds left to go on the play clock.
Yeah, just milk the clock.
8 minutes to go, up, I said.
Hall's getting. Hall has nothing going on offense right now. So just milk the clock. Even if you don't score right here, you just eat a couple minutes off the clock. You're still sitting in a good spot.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 19-yard line here for Gibbs. Play clock's down to 12 seconds here, and they haven't come up to the line yet, so you'd like to see them. We just reset the play clock. So right with the second effort, I think is going to give him.
Yeah, second effort got him, I believe.
I think he's going to get the first down. Yeah, so it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 7:36 left to go in this game. So next week, it's still in limbo with the Carter game. We are trying to get in over Carter. We're going to make some calls this week and see what we can do. We'd love to go over there and broadcast that game, another big rivalry game. So stay tuned for that. We will let you folks know if we're able to get in there. Maybe 2 or 3 yards on that play with 7:08 left to go in this 4th quarter. So if your Hall's here, you just got to try to keep yourself in the game, stop them here.
Yeah, just play football. This is, you don't overthink it. You just go out there and you tackle the guy with the football, and you don't do that right there.
Yeah, so Gibbs is going to get should get a free 5 yards out of this, so it's offsides against the Red Devils. So that's going to put it a 2nd and 3 situation.
I've never understood that in the game of football, how the nose guard, the second closest player to the ball, is the one that always jumps offside. You got to be kidding. I mean, you can teach a monkey not to jump off sides.
So Gibbs is going to have it at the 10-yard line. They can pick up the first down, obviously. So it's 2nd and 2 from the 10. 6:30 left to go in this game, leading 17-10. So handoff goes to. He kept it. And Dalton Wright is going to pick up the first down. He has had a fantastic game. So I think that's you're kidding me, first down play.
I would like to see what yards after contact is for Humphreys, Brooks, and Wright.
Yeah.
I think that right there would be mind-boggling.
I think Wright is certainly in the running tonight for player of the game. He scored both touchdowns. He's just playing a great game. So 1st and goal for the Eagles. Handoff goes to Humphreys. He's going to drag players a couple more yards. He'll be down about the 1.5 yard line. So it is going to be second goal from the 1 yard line.
Gibbs scores right here. That's your ball game, I believe. With five minutes left, Halls has nothing going. There's nothing. They're dead on offense. I'd continue to milk this clock and punch this in, and that's pretty much going to wrap this up. And it's not Bo.
Quarterback keeper, I believe he's across. It's signaling touchdown. That is touchdown Eagles with 5 minutes left to go in this game. We got a flag come in late. Not sure if that's going to be unsportsmanlike on the Red Devils or not, but that they are signaling touchdown. The flag come in after the play. I'd say there's probably some words exchanged. So we're getting a signal here for the penalty. It's a personal foul against Gibbs. So they are going to back them up here. Be interested to see if they take it on a kick or on the... I think they have to take it on a kick if I'm not mistaken. So Gibbs is going to have an extra point try here. Kick is up. And that is good. So Gibbs takes a 24-10 lead with 5 minutes left to go. Folks, don't go anywhere. This game's not 100% decided. You never know what can happen. We'll be right back.
On Saturday, October 27th, Clear Springs will be hosting our annual Trunk or Treat on our campus located in the Gibbs community. The event will be from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. Cars will line the parking lot and folks will be giving out candy, and lots of candy during that 2 hours. For more information, please visit our website at clearspringsbaptist.net.
We're back at Dink Adams Field where Gibbs has taken a 24-10 lead over the Halls Red Devils in this important district matchup. We want to take a minute, folks. This is the largest viewership that we've had for a game this season, I think, tonight, and we want to thank you for that. Glad you were able to join us tonight. We got 5 minutes left to go. Blake, Halls has got to score quick, and they got to get the ball back.
Yeah, at this point, prayer is your go-to. Is what I would be doing. But other than that, just play football, I guess. Don't do anything cute. This right here helps.
Yeah, that's not
just
sure why you do that.
Play football. You know, they got down here close to punching it in. They tried to run a reverse. Why you do that, I don't know. But now you're going to have to take deep shots. You're in a pickle. You're down 14 points. You're fixing to go up against a defense they tend to get blitz happy when the opportunity comes. And it's exactly what's fixing to happen. Gibbs, they're foaming at the mouth right now because you're going to have to take shots deep.
Yeah, I think, but Halls, in fairness to them, they were able to prove in the first series of the game they can get the ball down the field quick.
It's possible. They're going to have to protect again. Like I said earlier, I've said it a couple times. They're going to have to protect. There for a little bit, Gibbs was getting good pressure, and they was just doing it with a four-man front. They wouldn't even have to bring a blitz package. They're just playing a normal. A couple times they ran a cover two. I've seen them run a cover three a couple times. They're going to have to protect though. If Gibbs can get pressure on the quarterback and not blitz any extra guys, it's going to help them out tremendously.
Yeah, so a big gain by Halls right here. That was by Sheldon James. Took it down just like that. They're down to the 32-yard line of the Eagles. So 4:52, the clock will stop. He was out of bounds to reset the ball here, and so Halls is going to take it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's covered well.
Yeah, that was a good defense by the Eagles. Tried to slipped the tackle there and just was not able to get away.
That was defended well. Outside linebacker did a good job of covering his. He had the curl flat zone there in the coverage. Did a good job of staying home and doing what he's coached to do.
Yep. So Halls will have it 2nd and 10 here. No gain on that play, so he'll still be at the 33-yard line. He's got a man. Did have a man open there for a second. Just not a good throw.
I guess he's throwing that at the turf monster. I'm not sure where that was intended.
So a big play here for Halls. Obviously, this is 4-down territory. You got to go for it, being down by 14. But 4-14, clock has stopped. 3rd and 10 at the 33-yard line. Oh,
false start. Another.
no, I think that's going to probably be on Gibbs.
Yeah,
play.
another Christmas gift from Gibbs there. Gibbs is trying to make it a football game. They're trying to be sportsmanlike and keep it a game, keep it rah-rah for the fans. And
I think they're just wanting to try to maybe get to him and put him on the ground here on that 3rd-down play. But in doing that, you give up 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Back to pass again. He's got a man.
He's got him.
It's going to be touchdown Halls.
Bazinga.
Touchdown Halls. So I told you it can change quick.
We're going to have to. Halls has got to get a stop here, though, when they've not been able to do it in the second half.
Yep, so Halls scores with 4:08 left to go in this 4th quarter. So they're going to try to tack on this ever-important extra point. Kick is up, and it looks to be good. Signal is good. So just like that, Halls has come back to put this within 7 points. So Gibbs is leading 24-17, 4:08 left to go in the game. We'll be right back. So welcome back to Halls High School. If you're just joining us, you missed a great game so far. Gibbs is leading 24-17. Halls just scored, actually scored very quickly. They took over a possession of that, or took possession during that drive with 5 minutes left to go. They scored less than a minute.
He got it. Oh, sweet goodness gracious.
Yeah, it looks like that they yeah, so Gibbs did recover that. Sorry about that. They did recover that onside. It was really close, but Halls had a chance there. Gibbs is going to have a good field position, 45-yard line with 4:08 left to go in this game. If you're Gibbs here, you've got to chew every second that you can. If you're Halls, you've got to get them 3 and out.
Yeah, if you're Gibbs, just do what you've done all night. I think Gibbs has done. They've come here and they've done exactly what they wanted to. They've eat the clock, and minus a couple of penalties here or there, a couple of shoot yourself in the foot plays, they've done an excellent job on offense.
Yeah.
Halls has got to do this.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but here's the thing. Halls can pretty much bet that Gibbs is going to hand off the ball to Humphreys right here. So you can stack that box all you want. And you don't have to worry about the deep play or anything like that. So this is working against Gibbs just a little bit.
Slightly, yeah. But number 4, I would be watching him, Barnes, for Gibbs. It would not surprise me to get him like in motion, a jet sweep of some sort, and get him on the edge because he is.
Big hole up the middle for Humphreys. He's got some daylight, and he will be down at the 23-yard line. That's moving him back to about the 23. But Great run by Humphreys at a very crucial time during the game. So great play, great run, and that hurts Halls quite a bit. I can see it on your face.
That hurt me a little bit, and I'm not even playing.
So coming up at 3 minutes, there's a flag here. Maybe
That's encroachment.
going to be offsides on the Red Devils, so it's going to give them a free 5 yards here. So that'll put it inside the 20 for the Eagles. So 2:59 left to go in this game. Gibbs is leading 24-17. They've got it 1st and 5 at the 18-yard line.
If you're Halls right here, you've got to be stripping at the football. You've got to be mean with it. You got to strip, punch, jab, whatever you have to do to get that football.
Yeah. So they did stop the Eagles on that play. I'll be interested to see. Kind of curious why Halls is maybe not taking a timeout here.
He's got all 3 of them.
Yeah, so they do take a timeout. So Halls is going to take a timeout here with 2:26 left to go in the game. And we're going to take a real quick timeout with them. So don't go anywhere.
Thanks for tuning in and watching our broadcast tonight. I'm Justin Pratt, the senior pastor at Clear Springs Baptist Church. Generally, on Friday nights in the fall, you can find me under the lights somewhere in East Tennessee on a football field. But on Sundays, you can find me and my family here worshiping at Clear Springs Baptist Church. We want to invite you and your family to join us too. Sunday school, 9 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Sunday morning worship at 10:15. Sunday nights we gather at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesdays at 6:30. This is my personal welcome for you and your family to visit us at Clear Springs Baptist Church.
We're back live as Dalton Wright will keep the ball and take it down to about the 14-yard line. So he is going to be short of the first down, it looks like, by about a yard.
Another timeout here.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1. So another timeout by Halls here. So if you're Gibbs here, if you don't pick this up, 3rd and 1, do you kick a field goal and make it a 2-score game, or do you try to hang on to the ball?
I go for it, and I make them stop me on third. I make them stop me 2 times in a row with 1 yard to pick up, because it's not going to happen. Humphreys is running possessed like there's a band of dogs behind him after him. So no, I make them stop me twice. I make them do it, and if they do, then kudos. But I don't. Everything I've seen tonight, Gibbs is going to pick this up pretty handily, if I had to guess.
Well, it looks like Isaiah Brooks is actually in the game, so Humphreys is not in the game on this play. But it is 3rd 1 from the 14-yard line for Gibbs. And Dalton Wright, looks like he may picked it up based on the initial signal. I think they're going to probably give it to him. So we'll see here. We haven't seen anything official yet. Based on the spot, it looks like it's going to be good for a first down, but we have not seen anything yet. So they are going to measure this. So the chain gang will come out on the field.
I'm going to say he's got about a half a length of the football here.
I would think here, I agree with you, Blake. I think it's so close, even if you're a few inches short, you go for it. Stretch it out.
Yep, half a length of the oh, yeah, you got it.
First down for the Eagles. First down for the Eagles. The Red Devils disagree with that first down call, but nonetheless, Gibbs is going to take it 1st and 10 here with 2 minutes left to go. Halls does still have a timeout, but they are trailing 24-17. So Gibbs may take a timeout here. Oh, they've reset the play clock. So it's going to be 2:03. So Gibbs is going to take it over 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Straight dive up the middle. It's going to be Brooks for about. They're signaling turnover.
What?
They're signaling turnover.
The refs were saying Gibbs for the ball.
Yeah, so Halls thought they had a turnover there, but officials are saying that he was down. So they picked up about 3 yards on that play. I think if you're Gibbs here, you just take a knee.
Yeah, if you, Halls is out of timeouts now. There's 1:42 on the clock. You are on the Halls. Where are they sitting at? The 10-yard line, 11-yard line. So, yeah, I wouldn't be fighting for a whole lot of extra yardage. I would pick up good clean yards, and I'd go to the ground. I'd milk the play clock.
Yeah.
And I'd go home and be happy.
Yeah. Folks, while they've taken a timeout here, we certainly want to thank everybody again for tuning in tonight. Again, this has been our most watched broadcast. I know that both communities are real excited about this game, and we certainly want to appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. And hopefully we'll have some announcement this week about whether or not we will be at Carter next week. And we're trying to get in there, so we'll see how that works out. So 1:42 left to go in the game. Gibbs is going to have it second and 7 from the 10-yard line. They can pick up a first down here without scoring. So the big thing for Gibbs is they need to hang on to the ball. Brooks is in the backfield. So looks over to the sideline to get the play call. So Dalton Wright lunges forward for about maybe 2 or 3. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down situation here with 1:30 left to go in the game. So if Gibbs does not pick up the first down here, I would assume they would probably kick a field goal at this point.
Yeah, you get the field goal here and you ice the football game. Hall's out of timeouts. There's 1:10, clock's burning right now. So you kick the field goal and you go up 10 and put her in cruise control there for the last little bit. Just soak it up.
I think I would try to put it in the middle of the field here if I could. Yeah, so he's still plugging away for some yardage. Humphreys is going to be down about the 6-yard line, it looks like. So he is going to be short of the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
They can. This right there is going to end your game. Your play clock's at 25 seconds. Your game clock's at 34 seconds. That's just about 9 seconds different.
I believe I would still kick a field goal here to make sure that I seal this deal if it was me. But so it's.
Honestly, I would just burn it down to about the play clock down to about 1 second. Call your timeout, come back out, snap it, just fall down to the ground. There's your ball game.
Okay, so it's Gibbs is going to take a timeout with 9 seconds left to go in the game. So let's talk about player of the game. What do you think? I'm thinking Dalton Wright would have to be player of the game for this week, in my opinion, because he's done such a good job. He scored 2 touchdowns. He's just been key in picking up a lot of these important gains, especially on short yardage. He's played a really good game. Hasn't done anything, no silly mistakes or anything like that. That's who I would probably.
He has done everything tonight short of curing a disease. You name it, he's done it. He's solved world hunger tonight. He's done it all.
Yep. So I think we're going to vote Dalton Wright as our player of the game. He's had 67 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. So you can't argue with those stats. So 9 seconds left to go in the game. It's 4th and 3.
Oh, yeah, jumped off sides there.
I think we did have a flag. If that's offsides, that's offsides on Halls. And so that should seal this game. So Gibbs is going to come out of here with a victory tonight. So it is going to be, that should be a first down. I'm not sure why they're still showing fourth down. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be, it should be first down. Well, they're saying now that it's half the distance to go, and so it's not going to be a first down. But I would think that. So they're going to bring out the measurement chains again and see if he picked up the first down. It's going to be close.
It's going to be short by like an inch or something stupid. So they bring the chains out to measure.
It is going to be short by about 6 inches or foot. So I think if
It doesn't really matter if it was 6 inches short or 6 foot short. All Gibbs has to do is snap the ball, and the game's over with.
But won't the whistle have to blow though, or the whistle will blow at the end of the play, and then it'll be turnover on down. So they would get one play, you would think.
If I was,
unless you run around for 9 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd just run around like a chicken with my head cut off. I can't tackle you.
We have some confusement on the trying to figure out what they're doing.
Okay, they got it right. Is that Kevin out there on the field? Right place. They're taking the chain. Kevin's got shorts on. He's over there.
All right, so it looks like after the measurement, it's going to be about a foot short. Fourth down for Gibbs. 9 seconds left to go in the game. Let's see what Gibbs does here to see if they try to pick this up or trying to draw them off sides, it looks like. So play clock down to 2 seconds. So Gibbs is going to take their final timeout. So we taking a few minutes to run off these last 9 seconds. It's
I think this is just to make the Halls fans stare at the scoreboard a little bit longer. I think this is intentional. And I speak for the Halls community. This is unappreciated and unnecessary.
So let's talk a little bit while we got just a break here. Let's talk about what Gibbs has left for the rest of the season. They got to go to Carter next week for a huge, obviously still huge regional game. Next week with a win, they could wrap up a playoff spot. Tonight goes obviously a long way in that. They still have to go to Central, which will be an extremely tough game for them. I think, on paper, you would have to probably lean towards Central on that one. But, Gibbs has got some momentum here. They started out 0-3, and they've won their last 5 ball games. So they've turned their season around.
Yeah, Gibbs, they've done a good job in the second half of the season here. They've played together, and it's paid off. Now they're probably going to end this madness here in the misery.
Quarterback just takes himself. He's pushed back, but now he's a little surge forward.
So he got a surge there. It looks like based on where the officials are, that they are probably going to give it to him. I think Dalton said, here, just give me a push and see if I can get this first down. And it looks like he did. So that's your ball game, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on this huge region matchup. Gibbs comes away with a victory, 24-17. We want to remind you, if you don't have a church to go to, please come see us. Our services start at 10:15 on Sunday morning. We've got a huge revival beginning this weekend. Love to have you. Services are in the evening at 6 p.m. And then 15th through the 17th, which will be Monday through Wednesday, we'll have services starting at 7 p.m. So please join us. Love to have you. thanks again for joining us tonight, making this a record night. Gibbs comes away again, 24-17. Blake, thanks for being on the horn. I know it's a tough loss, but
bundles of joy. This is.
All right, folks, we'll keep you updated. Check in the website. We'll let you know what we're going to do about Carter. We hope to be there, but if not, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
On behalf of the entire crew of the Clear Spring Sports Network, we want to thank you for tuning in and watching tonight's game. Our purpose in doing this is a labor of love for this community. We love our students. We love our families. We want to invite you, if you need a place to worship, to come and be with us. Thank you again for watching tonight's game. Tune in again next week.